Hello and welcome to liveandcreateyourlife.com. This right here are one of the many training series and training videos that I have available for you to be able to, for us to be able to interact, for me be able to, share with you the various things that I've learned along the way and, the thoughts that I've had and things that I think will really help add value to your life. One of the things I love is Maya Angelou's quote that says, when you learn, teach, and when you get, give. And so that quote right there has a lot to do with exactly what live and create your life is all about. And let me just pause that thought for a second, because what I'm going to do is that I've got my little sketchbook application out, and I am going to be drawing a mind map for you so we can really get into specifics of what living and creating your life is all about. The thing is that when I do these things, my spelling goes out the window because I am just in a completely different frame of mind. I'm not in the part of my mind that's real analytical. It's just more of a free flow type of a thing. So if I trip up on words, if I get things wrong, if I don't spell things right, bear with me, because what's important is what's being shared and the value and the information that's being shared. Okay, so unpause that thought and let's move on to the next one. So Maya Angelou's quote that says, very simply, when you get, give. And when you learn, teach. I think I might have those in the opposite order, but that's all right. But the important thing is how important it is to really live and create your life in the moments. Live and create your life as the moments are happening. Okay, so for example, with me and everything, is that I've got quite a bit of background with metaphysics. You can go to my About Me, About Aisha tab on my website, and you can learn a little bit about my background, my journey, and everything. I'm going to be updating that page later on. But for now, it's got quite a bit of information, just kind of what led me to where I'm at. But the thing of the matter is that I've got a whole lot of learning left to do. I have not fully created the life that I've always imagined for myself. Right now, I am in the process. I am in that process, and I am on my journey to creating the life that I always want. While on that journey, and these are a pair of shoes. These are my shoes right here. Very lovely shoes indeed. But that's where I'm at, is that, I'm not perfect. I'm not like some mega superstar or anything like that. Chances are most people, high chances are is that most people have never even heard of me. And, they probably don't even know how to say my name correctly, which is Aisha. But anyway, is that these right here are my shoes. I'm not Anthony Williams. I'm not Wayne Dyer. I'm not Deepak Chopra or Oprah Winfrey, Joyce Myers. I love and admire all those people. Who I am is, I'm Aisha, and Aisha Quinice. Aisha Quinice is my middle name. And I am a person that is on my personal journey. You like that? I'm a person that's on my personal journey. Yeah. And so I personally am, like right now, if I were to draw a map of my life, and we'll just put that little map, up right here, and X marks the spot. What X is like the promised land. It's that area where I've got, my dreams have become manifest. They have, they're no longer a dream. Instead, they are an absolute reality. Some of my dreams are like, I really desire to be able to be like an author and a speaker. And these are all things that are like a paid author, write books and so forth, and a speaker and everything, do seminars, do live seminars, etc., etc. And really, all of this is about my passion, which is to just help people. I love to help people. If someone asks for my help, it is very hard for me to say no. I think of ways to be able to help folks do that. And so with all the accumulation, the different, these are raindrops, with all the different accumulations of, and this is a little bucket of all the things that I've learned along the way, is that, my bucket, is it's moving up to where it's halfway full. And so I've got all these different experiences, and I'm like, okay, so my bucket is not full yet. We're in the process of it. However, what I have right here, this is what I've learned thus far. This is what I know thus far. And so just because my bucket's not full, and just because I am, not an Anthony Robbins or anything like that yet, is that doesn't mean that what I have at this very moment is not valuable. And I share all of that with you because what I see so many people doing is, stopping cold from being able to, live their dreams, and yes, live and creating their lives, because they're not an expert right now. They don't see themselves as, if you've got a desire or a dream to write a book, it's like, sometimes getting over those hurdles are really, really hard, because we think that we devalue. What we do is that we devalue the journey that we've had along the way. Instead of going, okay, this is where I've come from, and I've gone in the process around here and there, and, or roundabout ways, and, this is where I am here now, and let's just say you are here. And so, you're out and you've got your map open, and you're like, okay, where I want to be is here. So because I'm here right now, doesn't mean that what you have to give others and what you've learned is not valuable. So I really want you to understand that. I really want to make sure that, I can inspire you to see the experiences that you've had in your life to this point. Because if you've lived any life at all, even if you're in your teens, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, it doesn't matter, is that there's a lot of things that that can help other people. And so this is why I love Maya Angelou's quote of, when you learn, teach, and when you get, give. That doesn't say that, wait until everything that you've learned and everything that you've done is accumulated in here, and when your bucket is full, then you can go and bless other people. No. What it is about, what living and creating your life is about, is blessing people along the way and helping people along the way. And so it's the process of really using your journey of where you are now to be able to help others, to be able to inspire someone else. Because you know what? I may not be rich, and I may not have a whole lot of money, and and perhaps some people's definitions, I may not be that successful. However, just because I don't have a ton of money and I'm not super successful, well known or a superstar or anything like that, does not lessen that I have been able to have successes in my life along the way. And I have been able to do certain things. And so what that means for you is to be able to use your journey, your personal journey, to be able to inspire. And so, to be able to, have a positive life. And positivity sometimes gets a bad rep. And sometimes it's just, being positive and so forth is sometimes a lot, it's just, it gets a bad rep. And so the thing of the matter is that positive thinking is, there's two different ways to think. There's, you can either think negative thoughts or you can think positive thoughts. And it's all about what it is that you're wanting to create in your life. Because when you put your attention on what it is that you don't want in your life, and you're thinking about all the frustrations and anger and all the different little things going on in your life, and you're like, what do you think is going on in your mind? Seriously, what do you think is going on in your mind when you do that? Think of it like a flower or something like that. If you go over to a little flower that is, it's not even a flower yet, it's just a bud, and a bunch of grass, or a little pile of dirt. And if you go over to there and you go, you know what? You are no good. I can't believe you. I can't believe that you have not grown into a giant tree. This little package says that you're going to be, a package of seeds say that you're going to be a big tree and you're just a little tree right now. You're no good. And I'm saying this, jokingly. However, the thing is that oftentimes because, we're not appreciating the growth cycle of what needs to occur between these two, is that we often put down what it is that we're doing in the moment. And so when we point our fingers at ourselves and we say, look at you, you're not this and you're not that and blah, 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 and we start feeding this negative thing, guess what's going to happen? Is that this negative thing is going to grow. And so let's just draw a little weed coming out here. And this is a barren little weed. It's not really it's not what we wanted in our lives, but we start thinking all these negative thoughts and everything. And suddenly we've got all these weeds and bushes going on in our life. And literally they choke the life out of what it is that we originally planted. And so positive thinking is all about being able to shine the goodness, the light of our attention on to creating what we want in our lives. Because what's going to happen is that when we're thinking positive thoughts and we are really trying to create something, good in our lives, and we start thinking, all right, we start having positive thoughts about what we're doing, and we start going, okay, I may not be where I want to be yet, or I may be new. However, I'm getting there. I'm a process. I am, what I do matters and so forth. Is that suddenly the positive stuff starts to grow. And that's what we want, because when the positive stuff starts to grow is that then this little sapling, this little seed can really start to shine up, and it can become that tree that we originally wanted, and it can begin to bear fruit. It can begin to bear fruit, and we can begin to have the luxuries of what we want. And so that's just real quick of positive thinking in a nutshell. And so living and creating your life is about your own personal journey. It's about being positive, and thinking about what it is that we want. It's about inspiring other people, and it's about also seeing our life as a process. Because we all have goals and dreams. Each one of us is wanting, we are becoming, in the process of becoming something. And, we are, we're going from where we are now to where we want to be. And, sometimes when we are in this process, we'll climb up a hill, or depending on how big we are, we'll climb up what feels like a mountain. And, we've got climbing up this mountain. And suddenly when we get to the top of this mountain, we think, all right, when I get here, things are going to be so much easier. But we get up to those mountains, and then suddenly we see all these other mountains in the different distance. And so we start to see all these other mountains in the distance and everything. And oftentimes we look at that and we feel defeated. Because it's like, okay, how many mountains do I need to climb? I thought that this would be a lot simpler. Because on my map, the map, I was thinking, I didn't see all these mountains. I just saw it as me being here. And so oftentimes is that we stop ourselves from really living and creating our lives. Instead we decide to just settle, which is really unfortunate. We get out and we go to our recliner and our couch, and we're just like, you know what? I'm just going to sit right here because it's just not worth it. I've got a good life, and, what am I doing thinking that I'd be able to, write that book that I've always wanted to do? That's just silliness. I'm not this person, that person, whoever. So what was I thinking? We start to have those what was I thinking thoughts. And so this website, these training videos, all that stuff is about how to move you past all that. Really, it's about how to move you past several different things. One of them being doubt, another being fear. We've got worry in there too, and I've created a video about moving past doubt, fear, and worry. I'd like you to go download that video. It's 38 minutes long. It just dives deep into this subject matter only, just how to move past doubt, fear, worry, and achieve your full potential. And so anyway, these are just some of the thoughts I was thinking and just wanted to really share with you what livingandcreatingyourlife.com is all about. It's all about getting you from where you are, and, instead of getting you off the couch in either your mind, mentally, physically, whatever, emotionally, but getting you up and moving again to where you can reestablish those different seeds and thoughts that you once had, those different dreams, to be able to manifest your dreams, your goals, your desires. You don't have to be Anthony Robbins. You don't have to be a huge success. All you need to be is who you are and who God created you to be. And that is good enough. All right. So that's my rant. This is my little crazy mind map right here. And I hope you received a lot of value from this. If you did, share it with people, because people need to know these things. People need to be able to, really create the life that they've always imagined. That's my passion. And I hope you got a lot out of this. So go live and create your life. Have a great day.